Hammers up, everyone. Towelliee here. Battle for Azeroth Alpha. Class coverage is back. Survival Hunter. Wow. The amount of changes, I am going to do my best to go over these changes with you guys, and hopefully we all comprehend the insanity that is right now Survival Hunters. So, in terms of pets, I'm not going to go too far into like all the abilities that changed for pets. What I can tell you is that every pet now plays just one role. So like this turtle right here can't switch to, like, let's say if I wanted to make my turtle a you know, ferocity, it won't let me. He is strictly a tanking pet, and that's it. So he can't be ferocity, he can't be cunning, he is only tenacity with survival of the fittest, which is an ability that reduces all damage you and your pet take by 20% for 6 seconds. And each one has their own major ability. What I'm going to do, though, is there's a big blue post that Blizzard made. I'll put that in the information below that describes all the changes for pets and how they're going to handle pets in Battle for Azeroth. That way we can just concentrate on survival. So let's get right into it. Now, with the help of wowhead.com, because, you know, Tyrion blessed those peeps over at Wowhead. They do so much work, and they make these amazing guides, and it makes it a little easier for me to make these videos. So with their help and me in the alpha and showing you the abilities, we can just kind of, like, you know, grab their info and use it for our info so you guys can get the info. Asmer, love you. All right, so let's take a look at the specialization right off the bat. So basic spec stuff. Yeah, I know. You're looking at this like, holy shit, me too. So Carve is gone. Carve is not there. Flanking Strike is now a talent. Your Mastery Hunting Companion, that's changed. Mongoose Bite, removed, but put as a talent now. Waylay, removed. And now we have a bunch of new things here in our normal specialization. So before we look at the spec, let's look at the talents. So for talents, what got removed? A lot of shit. So for those of you who know Survival Hunter, this is what got removed. Oh, man. Animal Instincts replaced with Coming Soon, which is that first tier right there. We have Aspect of the Beast got replaced with Chakrams. Caltrops removed. Dragonfire Grenade removed. Expert Trapper removed. Mortal Wounds removed. Shall I go on? Ranger's Net, Serpent Sting, Snake Hunter, Sticky Bomb, Throw Axe, Way of the Machnathol. A lot of shit got removed. So we're just going to go over what we currently have. Because you're going to look at this talent right here and the abilities and be like, what the fuck happened to survival? So in your first tier here, you have Coming Soon. We don't know what that is yet. Animal Instincts was there. So now we have terms of engagement. Harpoon generates 40 focus over 10 seconds, and killing an enemy resets the cooldown of Harpoon. Flanking Strike, which is now a talent. Passive is now passive. When you kill command, you will also strike the enemy for 857 physical damage and generate 10 focus if you are within melee range. That's tier 1. Let's look at your tier 2 level 30 talents. Guerrilla Tactics. Wildfire Bomb now has 2 charges. Now, Wildfire Bomb is new. 13-second cooldown. Hurls a bomb at the target, exploding for 216 fire damage and coating them in wildfire, scorching themselves and nearby enemies for 1296 fire damage over 6 seconds. That kind of reminds you of an ability you used to have, ish. Hydra's Bite. Serpent Sting fires arrows at 2 additional enemies near your target, and its damage over time is increased by 30%. So now you have the almighty Serpent Sting there, which is fire a poison-tipped arrow at an enemy, dealing 454 nature damage instantly and additional 2152 damage over 10 seconds. So far, pretty strong right now with survival. They're doing really good damage. Butchery requires a 2-handed melee weapon. Strikes all nearby enemies in a flurry of strikes, inflicting 1,028 physical damage to each. Max 3 charge, 26-second recharge there. Now let's take a look at your 45 tier 3 talents. Trailblazer, your movement speed is increased by 20%, by 30% anytime you have not attacked for 3 seconds. Post haste, disengage also frees you from all movement impairing effects and increases your movement speed by 50% for 4 seconds. And Camouflage, 1 minute cooldown. You and your pet blend into the surroundings and gain stealth for 1 minute. While Camouflage, you will heal for 2% of maximum health every 1 second. And now it gets good. So now we're in the tier 4 level 60 talents. Bloodseeker, kill command, which by the way is just part of your arsenal now, and I'll read that there in a second. Kill command causes the target to bleed for 1842 damage over 8 seconds. You and your pet gain 10% attack speed for every bleeding enemy within 12 yards. Steel Trap replaces Freezing Trap. Hurls a steel trap to the target location that snaps shut on the first enemy that approaches, immobilizing them for 30 seconds and dealing 48-45 bleed damage over 30 seconds. Damage other than steel trap may break the immobilization effect. Limit 1, trap will exist for 1 minute. And then your Murder of Crows, which is like pretty much, you know, standard. Summons a flock of crows to attack your target, dealing 24 physical damage over 15 seconds. If the target dies while under attack, a Murder of Crows cooldown is reset. Now let's take a look at kill command, since we discussed that in the Bloodseeker talent there. Give the command to kill, causing your pet to savagely deal 708 physical damage to the enemy. Has a 30% chance to immediately reset its cooldown. And I think that's because of another talent that I have, but we'll discuss that later. Actually, no, I think that's actually with the talent. I think that's just the ability itself. I don't think that's actually a talent, right? We'll see right now. Tier 5, level 75. You guys liking this yet, huh? You liking this? Because I know I'm liking it. I'm liking it a lot. Born to be Wild, passive. The cooldowns of Aspect of the Eagle, Aspect of the Cheetah, and Exhilaration are reduced by 20%. Intimidation. Commands your pet to intimidate the target, stunning it for 5 seconds. Binding Shot, which I love to use on my Beast Mastery Hunter. Fires a magical projectile, tethering the enemy and any other enemies within 5 yards for 10 seconds. Rooting them in place for 5 seconds if they move more than 5 yards from the arrow. Player targets are rooted for a shorter duration. Now this says rooted. I'm pretty sure they used to stun. So that's a little bit different there than what it was before. Because I remember I would put down my little Binding Shot, you know, for the pelters in Neltharian's Lair, and then when they would try to, like, you know, disperse out or jump backwards or whatever, they would just get stunned. Now, these are my two favorite tiers right here. So let's go to tier 6. Tip of the Spear. Kill command increases the damage of your next Raptor Strike by 15%, stacking up to 3 times. Now, Mongoose Bite. Excuse me, I'm dealing with a little bit of a cold this week. Mongoose Bite, which was like one of your, you know, baseline abilities on live in Legion. Once you use Mongoose Bite or spec into it, it replaces Raptor Strike. A brutal attack that deals 1103 physical damage and grants you Mongoose Fury. Increases the damage of Mongoose Bite by 20% for 14 seconds, stacking up to 5 times. Successive attacks do not increase the duration. And then Arctic Bola, or as I call it, Arctic Ebola. Throw an icy Ebola, at an enemy, inflicting 1748 frost damage and reducing their movement speed by 30% for 5 seconds. So, I mean, seems like a pretty good damage. 7-second cooldown, not that bad. I'd like to use that in PvP, if anything. All right, and now the level 100 tier 7 talents for you all survival hunters out there. Birds of Prey. Raptor striking your pet's target extends the duration of coordinated assault by 1 second. And we'll discuss what those abilities are once we go into these specializations. Primal Instincts. Harpoon increases the critical strike chance of your abilities by 15% for 10 seconds. Disengage increases your haste by 15% for 10 seconds. And then Chakrams. Throw a pair of Chakrams at your target, slicing all enemies in the Chakram's path for 1457 physical damage. The Chakrams will return to you, damaging enemies again as they return. So just think of it as, I mean, there's different, maybe like the little glaives from Cordana in Vault of the Wardens, or the Bird Boss in HFC in the last expansion in Draenor, where he would like throw the Chakrams and they would just kind of like hit, you know, 3 targets and go right back to him, but it would hit any other melee if they were to stand in the middle of it. So that's the talents changes. I know it's a lot to take in. It's kind of crazy, all the stuff that you're going to be getting here. Now let's take a look at your normal spec stuff. Now, Coordinated Assault is here. That's new. You and your pet attack as one, increasing all damage you both deal by 20% for 20 seconds. While Coordinated Assault is active, Kill Command's chance to reset is increased by 30%. Now, I think it's already like that, isn't it? Right? Has a 30% chance to immediately reset its cooldown. So you're going to see when I pop that shit in a second and I show you, it's just like Kill Command, just keep it in Kill Command. Aspect of the Eagle. The range of your Raptor Strike is increased to 40 yards, lasts 15 seconds. Which kind of makes you a ranged, pretty much is what it does. Since Kill Command is a command for your pet, you can just kind of stay at range. Let's say there's a fight where, you know, you just don't want to be in melee or you're not needed in melee. You can just kind of start the encounter from range and just Kill Command and, whatchamacallit, Raptor Strike. I'll show you that one too. You got your Disengage, your Turtle, your Eagle Eye, your Biting Shot, your Exhilaration. Heals you for 30%, and your pet for 100% of maximum health. You got your Call Pets. I've been giving all these pets because it's obviously alpha. You got your Feign Death. You got your Chakrams, which is discussed. Flare is still around. Harpoon. I love Harpoon. I'm a fan. What can I say? Serpent Sting, which we discussed a little bit earlier. Kill Command, we talked about. Your traps. You got your... I got my Tar Trap right now, my Freezing Traps. Misdirect, Wildfire Bomb, which we also discussed in the beginning, which kind of reminds me of whatever explosion ability you guys in Survival had. Muzzle, which is pretty much your silence. Wing Clip, which still reduces the movement speed by 50% for 15 seconds. You got your pet utilities here. Your Flanking Strike, which is what I spec'd into. Some people probably would have gone into terms of engagement, but people say that might be for leveling. I don't know. I like Flanking Strike. Raptor Strike, which is just, you know, your baseline ability until you spec into Mongoose Bite if you want to. It'll replace that. A Vicious Slash dealing 1968 physical damage. And now your mastery is called Spirit Bond. You and your pet's focus spending abilities deal 26.2% increased damage. While your pet is active, you both generate 3.9% of maximum health every 5 seconds. Is that what it is currently on live? Let's see what it is on live. On live, it says your pet's attacks have a 4% chance to grant you an additional charge of Mongoose Bite. Oh. No wonder they changed this shit. And then Survivalist. Oh, man. After you kill a target, you and your pet gain 15% health over 10 seconds, which is, once again, amazing for leveling. So let's take a look at some of these talents here. So I'm going to just give you a little rundown of what I have currently on my bars. I got my little pet tank or tank pet here. Let me show you what. Let's go with Serpent Sting here. Trying to find one of those mobs to shoot for. There we go. How about this one over here? There's Serpent Sting. Got your Kill Command. See, it's already giving me that 30% right there. And now here's Wild Bomb. It's like a little, one of those like Iron Horde style little grenades that you throw at the mobs. And now you can also spec for it to have 2 charges, which is Guerrilla Tactics. And now Serpent Sting fires 2 additional arrows. So this is what I'm spec'ing into, Hydra's Bite. So this right here should, let's see. Yeah, pretty much, there you go. Everyone just got Serpent Stinged. So everyone's taking that nice little AoE damage. Hell, do it again. Why not? There you go. Now you have to be right now in range for Raptor Strike, which once again hits pretty hard. Now I can show you what it looks like when you pop your Aspect of the Eagle. So this is what it looks like when you pop Aspect of the Eagle. So Aspect of the Eagle, you pop that shit. I'm gonna pop it right now, and there you go. And now pretty much I can just attack with Raptor Strike from far away, as long as I have the focus for it. So that's pretty cool, in case you want to just, you know, go from being a melee to a little bit of a utility and go range for about 15 seconds. Now, let's take a look at some of the other stuff we have here. Coordinated Assault. So this is the one where you and your pet attack as one, increasing all damage you both deal by 20% for 20 seconds. And then your Kill Command has a chance to reset by 30%. So let's take a look at that sucker. I think we killed everything over here. Let's go upstairs a little bit. And I'm also in Tip of the Spear, which is, you know, Kill Command increases the damage of your next Raptor Strike by 50%, increasing up to 3 times. And let me show you Chakrams. Chakrams is actually pretty cool. Let me find a pack of poor little bastards to kill all these poor little does. Here we go. Yep, and there you go. That's basically what it looks like. And it's on a pretty short cooldown. Grab aggro, goddammit. Yeah, you definitely always want to keep the Serpent Sting up. I think it's gonna be really good for dungeons. And then, ooh, damn, that was like a facial wildfire bomb. All right, now let's take a look at coordinated assault, which we just read off. So let's see, what else can we attack around here for a coordinated assault? Oh, there's a rare over there we can fuck with. Ooh, it's that rare. I hate this bastard. He actually killed me before. Let's go find him. It's our mission to kill the rare. We gotta kill the rare. It's our mission. There. Yeah, hello, Talon. How are we doing today, Talon? So I'm going to pop my ability for both Aspect of the Eagle and Coordinated Assault. And we're going to go ham. So let's start off with a little bit of a shot here. Wait till my guy comes down. Come on. There you go. Grab that aggro. Get in range. Beautiful. All right. And 6, 7. Boom. Put up your little... my poison. Not getting any procs. There we go. Finally some procs. So I just attack from back here. And I think I could also throw my wildfire over there. Let's see, my turtle's doing good. Oh, now I gotta get back in melee range. So the talent's over. There we go. And I can med pet as well. That's still around. That hasn't changed. Get a little chakrams action in there. More kill command. More kill command. Keep up the poison. Raptor strike. Raptor strike, and dead. Finally killed him. He's killed me like 4 times. I like survival right now is just so good. Now let's take a look at some other abilities that I was not able to show you earlier. How about Arctic Ebola, as I call it? I don't really need to show you Mongoose by you've seen that one already. So there's Arctic Ebola. I think Birds of Prey is the one that allows me to... like, I think like when you're at range, it shows like a little bird flying at your target. That might be it. Is there anything else here that's really important that you guys might want to see? If not, you can put it in the comments. Next time we do a video, I can kind of go over it. But I think you guys get the idea. Try to go over, like, you know, the main abilities. All right, let's see. Arctic Ebola. Damn, there you go. That's what I'm talking about. And it has a short cooldown, too. And it slows them. So in case you're trying to kite, you can use that like as a little emergency kite ability. All right, now let's see how this ability does, which is Raptor Strike. Raptor striking your pet's target extends the duration of coordinated assault by 1 second. So that would be like your 20% damage increase for 20 seconds. Every time I Raptor Strike, it'll increase it. So we got to time that up. Is that rare back? Nope, just some regular bird. Let me go up here. Shit, everything looks dead over here. God damn. What the hell happened over here, bro? Oh, there we go. All right. All right, so we're going to pop both. Yeah, it looks weird now. It used to actually, it looks like some weird, like, poison. Oh, shit. Yeah, it used to look like a bird flying at your target. Like, I would Raptor Strike, and, like, this little blue bird would swoop in and do the attack. Kind of like the Phoenix Flames animation for mages. I don't know why they took that out. That was so fucking cool. Maybe they'll put it back in, and that was just a visual bug. But anyway, that's Survival Hunter. I know this has been a long-winded video or whatever, and sometimes you don't like to hear someone talk on YouTube for, like, 20 minutes. But I just figured I'd just share the information with you guys. Now, if I missed anything, as usual, you can put it down in the comments. But I think I pretty much covered everything that's changed, which is pretty much everything for Survival Hunter. Let me know what you think. I mean, any of you Survival Hunters out there, do you like it? Do you think Blizzard's being too much of a try-hard with Survival, which is like the consensus by a lot of people, like... Ooh. Excuse me. You know, the consensus is Blizzard is just, you know, being try-hards for Survival. They're trying to rechange it at any moment, every expansion, every patch to make it better or make it, give it its uniqueness or whatnot. So I want to know what you guys truly think about Survival. Here are my thoughts. And hear me out. Hear me out. I know I'm biased, and you're going to fucking hate me for this. I think Survival should be a tank. And I've said it to my stream for, like, months now. I think Survival should be a male tank. We don't have a male tank yet, right? We have 3 plate, 3 leather. Let's bring in a male, man. You know, I mean, they already have, like, the tools, the utility. Their pets have the damage reduction cooldowns. They have what it seems to be a really smooth rotation. You know, give them a little bit of active mitigation and you're good to go, man. You know, make like Raptor Strike, put up an active mitigation, or have, you know, Kill Command, put up active mitigation, or maybe your pet is your active mitigation. Who knows? I would love to see a Survival. Like, the second I heard of Survival Hunters going melee, I'm like, dude, instantly, male tank, let's do it. I'm crazy. I know. Anyway, let me know what you guys think in the comments about these survival changes. Is it too much? Once again, is Blizzard try-harding this spec? What would you do to improve it? Do you like the current Legion spec? And also, if you guys want to win 1 month of WoW game time on youtube.com/Towelliee, leave a comment. And in the next video, at the beginning of the video, I will announce the YouTube winner by name, and I will message them on YouTube and get them the game time, which is, once again, 1 month of WoW game time, 30 days. Peace out. It's been great. Catch me on twitch.tv/Towelliee. Actually, tomorrow, Wednesday. Yeah, right? Yes, the 21st Wednesday, we'll be going over more survival stuff, and I will be going on the alpha and doing dungeons as survival and looking at live logs and seeing what abilities right now are doing more damage, even though we're only level 110. But it's still good just to see what state they're in currently. So peace out. See you later. Make them tanks, Blizzard. Fuck yeah. Tanks for life. Or not, whatever.